Everyone, the Pokemon fan 993 are back, more Pokemon Scarlet. So, I really wasn't going to do this because there's only a few days left, but I figured if I didn't do every single shiny tablet Pokemon, I'd probably be confused that I only did 3 and not the 4. So this wasn't as hard as Wu Chen was. Chien-Pao is actually a lot easier to deal with. So what I use here, it's very similar to my last set I used for Wu Chen, just a different Pokemon. So the only move you really need here is Drain Punch. You want to have Justified your ability, that's just an optional thing, you don't have to have Justified, that just makes it slightly easier at times. We have an, I don't remember what nature it is, but increase the attack and lower special defense. We have the Terra type fighting, like I said, choice band. So basically the entire strategy is to just spam Drain Punch Terra, and then spam Drain Punch some more. So I'm going to show you the EVs. Now, you're going to get confused by this. What I did was here is I maxed out its defense, put half 125 EVs and attack at 125 in HP. So basically, I just made it so he's a bit more bulkier so he could survive a couple of shots. So you're also going to know something different about my gameplay. And that is because I'm actually playing on the Switch 2. I finally managed to find one after, like, at least 2.5 months. So the game runs really, really smoothly, including Terra Raid battles. You're going to see that here in a minute. So we're looking for an Ice Terra Raid with a glow around it. Can't be that hard to find, I wouldn't imagine. Although there's so many Terra Raids around, there it is. So you're going to notice immediately, like if you see my other videos, like compared to my last one, this one is going to be a lot more fluid. That's because everything works the way it's supposed to. Ooh, gimme goal. I'll take those coins, thank you. Coin. So hop on Koraidon here. We're going to jump and glide to get all the way over here. Imagine my glide's going to run out, but I see the Terra Raid from here. All intents and purposes, when I hit the 4, I should be dead. Okay, I have death in Pokemon, so he just bounces off of it, you know? Usually how it works. Pokemon games, especially open world. I'm still not having a great time messing with Cordon on hills like that. I don't think anyone's really gotten used to that yet. So the reason I didn't do Adamant nature because I figure, well, that lowers special attack, and actually I think I just went with whatever I had on there automatically. So I think I already had a nature that increases attack and lowers special defense. Chien-Pao is a physical attacker. It knows, let me see if I can remember, Sacred Sword, Icicle Crash, Crunch, and one other move also can, on occasion, use Haze to get rid of your stats enhancements, so you can't debuff. You can't debuff him, you can't buff yourself, and that's why I decided to go for a straight power set. I wanted something different, so I ended up choosing Gallade for this. So we're going to challenge alone like we normally do. And this is just going to be basically a slaughter. Now, this might be slightly easier with an Intimidate user, but I don't think it's absolutely necessary. The only thing that can really go wrong badly in this raid is hit you with Ruination, which could lower your HP by half, but since you're getting HP back anyway, not that big of a deal. And the other thing you can do is he can stun lock you by using Icicle Crash several times in a row. But in my experience, he seems to like using that a whole lot less than any other move. I'm not really sure why. So we got really good here. We got a Terrain Healer, and we got an Intimidate user. We also have a Pokemon that can get hit with Ruination. That is a Dark type move, though, so my Justified is going to raise my attack by 1 stage. And we have Drip'em that can inflict, that use Will-O-Wisp. So this is actually one of the better teams, wild teams I've ever come across. So Icicle Crash has a 20% chance to flinch, so you could get stun locked. But luckily I did not. So you can tell immediately that this raid, even with everything that's going on, you can see how smoothly the raid runs on Switch 2. Now, someone's going to ask me, I'm pretty sure someone's going to ask me, should you get a Switch 2? Now, I'm only going to say this, is that you should only get a Switch 2 if your budget allows it. Otherwise, the Switch 1 works fine with almost any game. Probably works decently with the upcoming Legends ZA as well. I just chose to get it because I wanted to get it when it came out. But I was kind of afraid to, I don't normally buy new consoles off the things. I've had issues with, like, for example, back in the 360 era, Xbox 360, the white one, when it launched, we had the Rubbering of Death, which basically makes you can't play the game anything anymore. So I wanted to see if there's going to be any problems with the console on launch. That's why I didn't get it on launch day. Otherwise, I could have. So I don't know what his obsession is, but he likes to use Sacred Sword a lot, even though it's not very effective against us. So this is obviously a lot easier with more people, if you have other people, but you got to make sure they know what they're doing. I almost lost several raids challenging this guy because they died or didn't have any way to heal themselves. That's one of the very things you definitely want to do when you have an ability like this. You want to either have a move that's going to heal you, over time, it's going to hit you immediately, or you have like a Shell Bell. So you're going to see that I'm actually going to do quite a bit of damage here with choice bait. You know, for a crunch, helpful to us, it might lower our defense, but it's going to raise our attack by 1 stage. Now, it probably won't stick around for too long, because you're probably going to use haste here after a little bit, but every little bit of damage helps, every little bit of attack helps, even if it only lasts for 1 or 2 turns. Okay, he's now by the stat chain abilities on our side, so no, justified, and we lost our attack stat, does not work anymore. By the way, I don't know if you guys said this or not, but if a Terra Pokemon in this game uses a Terra move, its crown will actually react to it. For example, when it used Icicle Crash, Ice Spikes stick out of the crown. That's something with the old Switch I did not realize it actually did, which is actually kind of a cool thing. Like I know it like glows and it shows like a thing on it, but I never really saw that it did that. So this isn't too exciting. We're just gonna Drain Punch to death. Now the only way I could see that he could possibly get you, like I said, this flinch chance, if he hits a critical hit with an Icicle Crash, then you might have a bit of a problem. But even without the Intimidate user, he's still barely doing any damage to me. So this Drain Punch should put it down. And that's Chien-Pao. Nothing too crazy. I'll also be doing the other 2, like I said. I'll be doing all 4. You're probably going to see a very similar strategy for all of them, but I figure I might as well, if I'm going to do 3 of them, I might as well do all 4 of them. That way people aren't wondering, whoa, what the hell happened to Chien-Pao? Why didn't you do him? Well, this is what my response to that. So we got a Sweeper Mystico, 6 Experience Candy Larges, 4 Experience Candy XLs, 5 Protein, 60 Terra Shards, 2 Star Pieces, 20 more Ice Terra Shards, 2 Rare Candies, 5 more Protein, 2 more Star Pieces, 3 more XL, or Experience Candy Large, 1 Adamant, 10 Terra Shards. Now, there is one more thing I wanted to point out, is that you can still get Wu-Chen, and also there is a gift set currently on Mr. Gift. I already collected it, but basically gives you a bunch of Terra Shards, so make sure you grab that as well. So anyway, that's good for this video. Thank everyone for watching. This is the Pokemon Fan 1993 signing off. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.